But this one I go the other way because there's something that obviously we need to take a minute on the Boyscast to talk about. Something very terrible happened.
Yep.
So some people were just going to a Chiefs game, having a good time. They thought they could just watch a game in peace, you know?
Sure.
And then there's this kid.
Yeah.
Turns out he's doing blackface. And listen,
Yep.
I've personally thought about it. They haven't doled out exactly what the punishment is. I would say if it was up to me, if I was in charge of the league, if I was in charge of the state,
Yeah.
I would maybe say put him in a well.
Yeah. Bottom of a well.
You're a well kid now.
Yeah, you're a well kid.
Okay,
now.
well, no one can
But
see
we're
your
not coming to
blackface
look
because you're bottom of the well.
Yeah, we're not coming to look for you either.
Bottom of the, no, they partition off the well.
Yeah.
Like it's a hazmat situation.
Maybe you turn. You know what it is? Maybe you go like really medieval style and you turn it into like a tourist thing. Where it's like you're now like a tourist attraction. People can come and they'll feed some seeds to you, but nobody's helping you get out of the well. You live at that.
Helping you get out of the well. I'd say helping him get out of the well should be punishable by death.
Well, you go in the well. If you're trying to help the kid get in the well,
you go
you're
in the
now
well.
also in a well.
You're also in a well now, pal. How'd you like that? You want to condone blackface? You want to put your stamp? Oh, that's okay.
Yep.
I'd like to tar and feather him. Put him in a well.
White tar.
I would say
is there white tar? We don't want to do black tar. That'll kind of just winds you up in the same, literally the same
Elmer's
position.
glue.
Yeah, Elmer's glue and feather.
So it's a white tar. Okay, so we do a white tar and feather. Get tar and feather.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
White tar and feather. That's funny. The guy who tarring and feathering him actually gets some tar on him, and then he has to get tar and feathered in the well. And then the other guy doing the tar and feather accidentally misses some of the tar and feather, gets on his arm, and they go, "No, you're doing black arm there, pal. You're doing black tar and feather arm now. You're in the well, pal."
Can't win.
Whoever sold the paint, I'd like their license revoked.
Yep.
Whoever sold the paint. I'd also like to see the bloodline just in general turned off. So let's say castrate the mother, anyone in the bloodline.
That's fair.
And then you also, they maybe do like a week in the well, but I definitely think anyone related to anyone who's ever even thought about doing blackface should probably be in the well.
And all the money that goes from the admission tickets to see the kid in the well goes to Sean King.
Sean King for sure.
He gets all the money.
I'd like to see him get something out of this.
No, of course.
At the very least, he's going to get paid.
Oh, he's probably set up a GoFundMe for himself for some cause.
What's the maximum amount that is statistically significant? That's the minimum amount that could be statistically significant. That's how much the kid gets of his GoFundMe. That's how much the people get of his GoFundMe.
Yeah, exactly.
He goes, well, when you go, hey, you didn't even give him any money. You go, au contraire, they were given a statistically significant amount of the money. What's that 0.01% would be the...
Something like that.
Like, I think of people even less than that, but...
Yeah.
Smallest statistically significant percentage of money is how much Sean King's people get of his money.
That's fair.
This was probably the funniest story because it was just the turn of events.
I mean, everything about it is so crazy. The guy who posted it, the original guy from Deadspin who posted it, if you look at his account, he says he was like nominated for like Pulitzer Prize.
Well, I mean, I think he should get a Pulitzer for this.
He's getting dunked on so insane.
He's an idiot.
And he won't
no.
like,
So I'll just say what happened. So basically the kids had they showed a photo. It's like one of the craziest media things I've ever seen. It's kind of like when I said that the Washington Post guy did the
interview. Fake news media.
He did the interview with Noam and it was just like, are you Biden's like lawyer?
Yeah.
The way you're talking, you know what I mean?
This is like,
but they had a photo. He did black on one side, red on the other side because it was the colors.
and it was more like a brownish.
Yeah, and they took a photo of this kid from the side.
Yeah.
Which means they obviously had the normal photo.
Yeah, of course.
They
had
what
tons of photos of
But
him.
what was even the goal of that? So then he gets
sensationalism.
Then they come out, and then basically the guy who wrote the article with Mr. Pulitzer comes out and he goes, actually, it's even worse then if the guy has red on the other side because now he's it's two cultures that he's appropriating.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, so he's basically saying the league needs to step in. He was kind of saying the league needs to like step in and do something about their fans. That's his
Sure.
And then it comes out the kid's like
he's Indian.
Native.
He's literally Indian. His dad, his grandfather is like the chief of some tribe. So like he's straight up was like, this is my culture. You're a piece of shit. Like you probably like exposed the way they probably like edited colored the photo too. Is they go really like bring the blacks out here. Let's make, because like you can modify a photo to make it like look like the true brown.
Oh yeah, that guy put some contrast on
like
that.
right. You contrast the photo. They probably like, oh, this is like, we need to bring the blacks out.
100%.
So they make it look super black, and they go, see, this kid's doing blackface.
We need to make this blacker.
Any
he just
chance
turns up the rap
there was
music.
a part of me there's a part of me when it happened.
Can we get him rapping?
And like the kid leaves the house, but the mom only sees the red side of him leaving. She goes, have fun today. And it's just the red side of him leaving the house. He goes, thanks, Mom. Kids with their red face paint.
This is like the third one in a month where they've tried to ruin like a 7-year-old's like life.
It's crazy.
They're just on the hunt, man. This guy, do you think that there's anyone that this affected them so much that they've got to take an emotional stress day from work?
Probably.
Can't perform sexually. Couldn't perform before anyway, but now
I mean have black people not been through enough?
And now they got to see this half red, half black kid popping up at the game.
Well, the thing is, they thought, like, if you were, I'm sure there were some black people who, like, probably when it first was misconstrued, they're like, this is horrible. He's doing 2 racisms at once. It's like, that didn't even make sense either. Like, that was another thing. You go, wait, blackface and headdress? Like, is this kid just trying to be the biggest piece of shit on earth? Like, the only thing you're missing is like pay us like Jewish curls or whatever. Like, we just obviously. But like, like, why would you just do blackface? And then you see the other side, you go, oh, okay.
No, it's so crazy. They're just trying to take down like 40 kids in a row. But you are right. The guys are doubling down on it, being like, well, it's actually worse if he only did half.
Yeah.